Hello, everybody. Hi, this is Caroline, and this is the Caroline Live show. I hope you enjoyed my face shield today. Welcome, everybody. If you are online, please say hello, and I will say hello back to you. Thank you so much for joining today. Today is going to be a lit up day here on the Caroline Live show. We've got the face shield, and later on I'll be moving on to the face mask. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. Let's see, and I am going to change over to my PowerPoint now. Let's see, can you see my PowerPoint? All right, so this is Projects with Caroline Live. I got a bunch of stuff to cover with you guys today, so we're gonna jump right into it. Number one, housekeeping. All right, so we do this every Thursday at 3 o'clock my time, Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. This is a place of positivity. We're going to have some fun today. I promise you that. If there's something you want to see scroll across my face, type it into the chat field. Okay, it has to be clean, you know, all that good stuff. Good for all ages. But if you want to see something go across my face, type it in the chat field, and I might do it on my face here. All right, so that's going to be this. It's going to be an interactive show today. And okay, it says we can hear you fine. And please mute your Amazon devices, please. I cannot mute it out. This is a live show. All right, I promise you. All right, good. Okay, so hi to everybody online. So Walter's online, Adrian's online, Ed Chin, Daniel, Delphin, Adrian, Walter, Ed, Mark. Hello, Mark. All right, great, awesome. All right, so this is. I hope you like this. This is multifunctional. You know, people can see what I'm thinking, and I'm protecting my face with this lovely face shield too. All right, so next, moving on. All right, agenda for today. Give you some updates from last week. I always do that. I'm going to do a face shield, face mask demo, so I will take this off in a second. I will give you a public website where you can monitor the moisture level, the soil moisture level of my bonsai tree today. And I'll tell you all about how I did that. And right before I went online, this broadcast today, Amazon did a bunch of devices, dog and pony show. I'm going to give you just a couple of key highlights from there. It's just going to be all boiled down to a couple little things. We can have a good discussion about that. And then, of course, I'll reveal next week's video at the end of this broadcast. All right, I hope that sounds good with everybody. All right, great hat, Delphin says. Okay, awesome, thank you. All righty, so this is an interactive session. To prove that this is a live show, in the chat field, if there's something you want me to say across my head, all right, or across my face, let me know. You've got to put it down, all right? Tell me what to say, all right? Type your phrase in the chat field. Keep it clean, all right? You've got to be fun. This is a place of positivity. You've got to be appropriate for all ages, of course. You've got to be positive, no morbid stuff. All right, so if you want to see how this works, I'm just going to give you a little preview of how this works. I'm going to Control-C out. I'm going to change this now into the crown mode. And now I'm wearing a crown. And then let's go back into, okay, my face takes up a lot of this. All right, so now I've got a little Python code running. I enter my text. I'm going to enter in LOL, nice, the future. All right, from Ed Chin. Let's see if that works. LOL, nice, the future. There it is. Alrighty, so that's a quick little demo of how this works. You can see that. All right, so let me try another one here. Great hat. And let's see if it says great hat. There we go. So this is the future of fashion right here on the Caroline Live show. Is that truly amazing or what? All right, so I am going to stop. Okay, that is pretty crazy, having to wear that and listen to myself kind of echo against myself on that. So I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint here. So, all right, guys, if there's something you want me to say across my face, we're gonna do a text-to-speech demo later on in this broadcast. But I want you to tell me what to say to prove that this is a live broadcast. All right. All right, so moving on. Now I'm going to give you some time to think about that. I'm going to go into last week's updates. All right. Last week's updates. All right, come on. All right, last week's updates. Tuesday, I released a new video on my channel. Hopefully you guys didn't miss it. If you missed it, I'm going to give you the link right now. Top 5 differences between the Arduino and Raspberry Pi. I am going to paste that into the chat field. If you missed it, please let me know. All right, so please watch that video. I'm always asked, hey, which one's better, Arduino or Raspberry Pi? And I'm like, they're different, okay? So that came out. Let's go back into, okay, so that was my first update of last week. Next, I hope you caught this. I did kind of post this over on my feed. I am starting to use that YouTube, channel update thing, and I did, post some pictures of myself wearing the face mask, which I will demo in just a slide or two. But y'all got to tell me what you want me to say. Okay, Daniel wants me to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay, that's going to be really interesting. All right, so. All right, anybody else? Come on. All right, so I was a guest for the second time on Tom's Hardware. I did show off my face shield. I did not have my face mask ready to go at that point. So today you guys get the face mask. Woohoo! And it is going to be a text thing. So now, the reason I was on Tom's Hardware is because I think they had trouble finding somebody else, and I think I was just kind of a last-minute replacement. But hey, I was on the podcast show again. Woohoo! So very excited. I was thrilled to be a guest on Tom's Hardware again. All right, so next. All right, so we're back to the speech-to-text face mask demo. All right, so let me show you how this works. So here, I'm using a Raspberry Pi 4. Hopefully you guys can see this, okay? And I'm using this as the microphone, okay? And it is running Raspbian, and I'm using the last 2 GPIO pins here, GPIO pin number 21. All right, and here is the face shield. All right, I'm gonna just go into my VNC. All right, hopefully you guys can see this. So here's the face shield itself. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit. I do wear a mask bracket behind the face mask, and that's because I don't want this piece of plastic. I'm using a NeoPixel flexible grid, 8x8 NeoPixel grid. I don't want the plastic just right up on my face. It's going to be really hard for me to say anything that's going to be audible for you guys. All right, so let's try this out. Okay, and I do power. It does require a separate power source. I'm using a power bank charger as my separate power source. All right, so we're gonna try to do this now. Okay, and you can see my screen. All right, so this is a VNC screen here, and I'm going to run the test. Hello, this is Caroline. Let's see if this works. Could not understand audio. Hello, this is Caroline. Hello, this is Caroline. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay. All right. Hello, this is Caroline. Hello, this is Caroline. Hello, this is Caroline. Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello, my name is Caroline. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I wear a funny hat. I am wearing a funny hat. I did caveat and say that this was going to be an attempt, a speech to text attempt on my channel today. All right, so it did not. Okay, Daniel says, I bet this worked perfectly in rehearsal. It did not work perfectly in rehearsal, just for the record. All right, I'll be very honest about that. Must not really be Caroline body snatchers. All right, yeah, that's it. And okay, so y'all saw it. Okay, somebody's clapping. Ed says cool. It did get supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yay! Okay, so that was really cool. Okay, so it did pick up a few things here and there. So if you want to know how I did it, if you would like the source code, you guys want the source code behind the scenes, right? Okay, it's a beta. It's not, yeah, no kidding, it's a beta. Alrighty. All right, let me show you how I did this behind the scenes here. So I'm gonna switch over to my browser. All right, if you want the source code for all of this, this was done by Lorraine Underwood, and she posted all of her source code on GitHub, and I'm going to paste that link there. You can get to her source code. It is, let's see, pull that up. It is right here, okay? So this is a Google Speech to Text API, and I'm using the free version. In rehearsal, I did try out the free version, and I tried out the paid version, and of course you get the first, 60 minutes or 24 minutes or something for free, so I don't, and it worked about the same, quite honestly, okay? It did not really make a difference there. So there was, it really is kind of hit or miss, honestly, to do this. And let's see, so she goes through, how you put this together, and all the source code is right here. If you want to see the matrix I am using a flexible, individually addressable 8x8 LED matrix panel. Now, if you want that panel, you can buy it on Amazon. And it is, I'm going to just copy and paste that link into the chat field. Okay. All right. So the other main challenge of this project was getting the face mask itself. So I tried with just a regular face mask, which is regular fabric. You can't see through it. It's just too dark. So I went to my friend Kayla, and I asked her to custom make me a face mask where the front fabric is translucent. And that's how we're able to do this project. So if you would like for Kayla to make you a fabric face mask with the translucent fabric on top, I'm also going to give you that link as well. And she does ship out, and you can see if you can get a face mask from her. But those are kind of the key components that you need in order to do this project. And as I said earlier, I am powering on a power bank charger, just like a regular power bank charger. NeoPixels are 5 volts, and most of your power bank chargers are 5 volts or less, actually. And then I couldn't find a cable that you could use for this to power your NeoPixel, so I just took a really old USB cable and I cut off the ends and I soldered some new wires on. I don't know if that's the best practice. I am using a diode. There's a whole bunch of stuff you need do for this, and there's something called an Uber guide, NeoPixel Uber guide. I'm going to copy and paste that into the chat field there. And so I did follow the Uber guide as well to get stuff set up and to get all your stuff ready to go. All right, let's go back to, let's see, what am I showing on? Okay, I'm showing that. Okay, so here's the Uber guide from Adafruit, and it goes through, you know, all the different choices and how you can do this. So basically, I've done the same project, but I've done it on the face mask, and I've done it on the face shield. So the face shield, let's go to camera only. The face shield, this thing is 32 pixels wide, and then the face mask is 8x8. So that's essentially the difference between the two, and of course the cost difference. So obviously, but anyway, I thought that would be a really good project for us to do together today. So check that out, and I gave you all the source code for that. Alrighty, let's see. Moving on. A while back ago, I posted this automatic watering system for my bonsai tree, and and I wanted to do something different. Scott, who regularly watches this show but never says anything, Scott, are you online today? I'm calling you out. He said, hey, I needed to do more projects with an ESP8266. And I started looking into the ESP8266, and I started, working through the tutorials this weekend. And it's really cool. It's a $6 chip, or $5 or $6 chip, and it has Wi-Fi capability. So I was like, wow, that's really cheap. So this is what the chip looks like, or the board looks like. It is an Arduino, so now if you want to see the watering system on my if you want to see the real-time updates of the moisture on my bonsai tree real time, it takes a measurement every 30 minutes. You can now do that on done2019.info. Now, done2019.info is going away. All right. Oh, Scott is on. Hi, Scott. Scott is, yes, I knew you were on. All right. So anyway, so I did start working through the project. So I'm going to go over to let's switch over to my browser here. And now you can see done2019.info. I'm about to lose this domain. I'm not renewing on this domain. I bought it last year for my Christmas card, something crazy like that. But anyway, I have the bonsai tree. You can see real-time updates on my bonsai tree. It did start raining today, so you see, the moisture level went up. And let's see. And this is not a real-time picture. I just took a picture and just threw that on there. The worst part about this, the biggest hurdle that I've not overcome in this project, is that all the timestamps are on Arizona time, and as I said, I'm here in Atlanta. I looked into changing that. I cannot change that because I'm on a shared GoDaddy server. So the big caveat to this project is, yes, everybody can see this. This is public now. I can view this from anywhere. I don't have to be on my home network to view this, but you do have to have domain hosting, okay? And there are interesting ways you can do domain hosting. But let me tell you, the easiest way to do domain hosting is to pay for it. And so I'm already paying for other websites. I've got CarolineDunn.org. I've got all of these other websites. So it doesn't cost me anything extra to just throw up a PHP page. So anyway, this didn't cost me anything extra. This really, well, technically it cost me like $5-6 extra. All right, so Scott says those Node MCU devices are like Arduino plus Wi-Fi for around $5 each. If you own a smart switch outlet, there's a good chance it runs this chipset. There you go. Ah, yes. All right, so anyway, for the next month or so, you can enjoy my bonsai tree moisture levels at done2019.info. Yes. So if you want all of the code, if you want to know how I did this, I followed a tutorial from Random Nerd Tutorials. Visualize your sensor readings from anywhere in the world, ESP32 or ESP8266. The ESP32 does have more inputs, and it is more expensive. It's around the $10 ish range, but it does have Bluetooth too. So if you're looking to do something with Bluetooth, this might be it for you. And so let me give you the, I'm going to copy paste the full tutorial here for you. So I am thinking about making a dedicated video for this. If you are interested in me making a video, let me know. Just type it in and say, hey, I want to see how you did it. But essentially I followed this thing. Let's see. Oh yeah, the original video where I'm just watering the bonsai tree and it's kind of hard for me to see the updates is here. So that's the original video, and if you want to buy an ESP8266, if you want to just buy a single one off Amazon, they're about $5-6. Here you go. If you buy a pack of 3, it's like $13. So they're really cheap if you're willing to buy more than one. So anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that little demo tutorial there. So let me know if you want me to make a separate video about that. So I may or may not make a separate video. I don't know. So, but anyway, it does require domain hosting, and there are free services out there. I've never tried a free domain hosting service. I've always just paid for domain hosting, and you can get it kind of cheap, honestly. So let's go back to the PowerPoint. All right, so this is my bonsai tree monitoring from anywhere, and you'll see later on in this broadcast why I wanted to be able to monitor my moisture level of my bonsai tree remotely. Stick around to find out what really happened here. All right, so next, right before I got online today, on this broadcast today, Amazon had a big devices announcement today. They had a big dog and pony show today. I'm going to go over the highlights of that. And if you have I'm really, really interested to see your comments about the stuff that they announced today. So their first announcement is that they're coming out with a new Echo Dot, which is no surprise. They haven't updated their Echo Dot in years. So this, I believe, is the Echo Dot that's out right now. It's the previous Echo Dot. It's got that fabric, so it's pretty nice, and it is really loud, honestly. So I like it. It's great. So now this one looks a little bit more expensive, $49.99, and if you want the time on the front, that's an extra $10 at $59.99. Tell me what you think about this. All right, so what was interesting about this is they're not just releasing a new form factor, or they're saying they're not just releasing a new form factor. I don't really know. I don't work at Amazon. I'm just spewing out my opinion here. All right, so, they went over some features, but they really they're saying their AI is getting better. They're learning. So they're learning from us. I mean, you realize we've been talking to this thing for years now. All right, so they did, this like demo or something, and this is one of the comments, and I just died laughing when I saw this. That was a very complicated and impressive AI demo. And I need to move this up a little bit. Okay, here it is. It was where Alexa used deep learning and conversational speech recognition to learn and reason out a routine. It was also a demo of turning on a lamp. So, I mean, honestly, what do I really do with my Echo? I turn on and off lamps all day long. Yes. Let's see. Ed Chin says, "Is that a globe?" Okay. See, it's no, it's not. I don't think it. Well, it is round. I think it is in a globe shape. I think you're right. All right. Rodney says, "Skynet is coming." All right, I don't know what Skynet is, or I'm not real familiar with Skynet. So, all right, cool. All right, tell everybody, comment and tell me what you think about this. So that was kind of your run-of-the-mill, expected thing. So the next announcement was Ring in your car. How many of you guys have a Ring doorbell today? I do not have a Ring doorbell because I live in a condo and so I can't put up a Ring doorbell. So Ring is now moving into the car domain, and now you can have a Ring car alarm, you can have a Ring car cam, and you can have a Ring car connect. So this announcement kind of paralleled with they're also starting to get into, Amazon is starting to get into home security systems too. So that's really interesting. All right, so Daniel says Terminator film, Rodney says Terminator film. Paul says Skynet is a company in the movie from Terminator 2. Okay, well, that's why I don't know what it is. Terminator. Oh, I did not know that. Oh my gosh. What planet have I been on? Okay. All right. The review suite says, I love my ring. Scott says, go watch Terminator and Terminator 2 on Plex. Ed says, I have a unified doorbell similar to Ring. Paul says, don't worry, everyone. We'll put it in the watch queue. I have watched Terminator. It's just been a while. Okay. All right. So back to this, where Amazon's going, according to their announcement, is they are going to home security systems. So this is my next thing I'm going to say is kind of creepy. I thought it was creepy. It is a drone in your house. All right. And that's how you can, like, when you're not at home, you, I guess, summon this thing to fly around your house to see, you know, who's doing what's going on. I have no idea how this is going to work in real life. Oh my God. But what a deal for $249.99. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to get one of these. And we're going to be doing some videos about it here on this channel. Oh my goodness. So, all right. So Paul Dunn, all right, has a drone. He used to fly it in the house, but then he kept on flying it, and it used to just run straight into the wall. And I would hear his thump, bam, and then it just would fall down to the ground. So my whole indoor drone experience in my life has not been very good. It's been a lot of holes in the walls and, you know. So I guess this thing is going to fly a little slower than the drone that was at my house. But anyway, yeah, creepy. But hey, tell me what you think. Are you going to run out and get a Ring Always Home Cam? Are you going to get a drone for inside your house for a security system? Inquiring minds want to know. Me, okay, specifically. All right, yes, Paul says true story. Yes, that's correct. So, all right, moving on. Let's see. Okay, so then getting back to non-creepy, or creepy-ish, I would say, is the new Echo Show. So they haven't come out with a new Echo Show in a while yet, or I guess they've got like kind of small ones, and I'll talk about that in a second. But now they're going to have an Echo Show that pans around, and it's going to have a Sentry mode, SENTRY, that kind of Sentry mode. So you can use it as sort of home surveillance, but it really, the reason it's panning around is so that no matter which way you're facing, you know, in your kitchen, if you're on if it's like on a kitchen bar, you can talk to it either way, or you can look at the screen either way. Now it just turns itself around. So I think that's pretty cool. I would be very interested. Ed Chen says, if you wake up and it's above you, yeah. So I think you would hear like a drone like over your head while you're sleeping. Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, I would want that. Yeah, I think I could go for that. All right. So that is the Echo Show that pans. All right. If you are getting one, if you're thinking about getting one, let me know in the comments. I want to know. All right. So next. All right, so next, okay, getting back to reality, okay, with the pandemic, and I guess we just kind of had that opportunity, we bought my in-laws an Alexa, the Echo Show 5 with the screen. So because we don't go see them anymore because of the pandemic, so we can now voice call them with the Echo Show 5. And these people, my in-laws, are not the tech geeks that we are. Okay, they have a desktop computer. They don't have a smartphone. They still have a landline, that sort of thing. So they don't spend all day in front of the computer like I do. So I was a little bit leery about getting them an Echo 5 because I was like, are they really going to use it? Are they going to think it's creepy? I didn't really know how I was going to get over, but so a true story. But let me tell you something exciting that happened to me this week. They called us on their Echo Show 5 this week of their own free will. I was like, really? They could have used their landline, like they've done for the last, over 20 years. They could have just dialed the phone, they could have just dialed our phone on the landline. No, they did not. They chose to use the Echo Show 5. And I was like, why did they do that? And my husband explained to me, he's like, well, yeah, they have choices in how they can contact us, but the Alexa is the easiest way because all they have to do is yell out, call Paul and Caroline, and boom, it just works. And that's what they did. So so I was really excited when my in-laws decided to use the Echo Show 5 to video call us. So anyway, that's a little success story. Yay. Okay. So, well, I try not to push technology on my in-laws because, when you push it on people, they're kind of like, it's kind of the opposite effect. So anyway, so they do that. Yay. Ed Chins as well. Thank you. All right. So next. All right, so now we're up to next week's video. All right, next week I am launching okay, let me back this up for a second here. The most common question I get about Alexa is, how do I change the wake word? I don't want it to be Alexa anymore. And, I've gone on record to say, all right, you can change it to Echo, Computer, or Amazon. And nobody likes any of those options. All right, so now you can change it to Hey Samuel, but it's going to cost you 99 cents. So I paid for it. I spent 99 cents on you guys this week, and I bought the Hey Samuel a wake word. I bought it comes with this Hey Samuel, skill and everything. It's the voice of Samuel L. Jackson. All right. And I'm going to make a video on it, and I'm going to produce that on Tuesday. All right. Scott says, next week, unplugging your Alexa to avoid the in-laws. and okay. So people like that. All right. Excellent. All right. So if you want a quick demo right now, all right, I do have it ready to go. And we can do a little demo for you guys right now if you want. Hey, Samuel, what was it like making Star Wars?
Oh, man, being in Star Wars. Now, I actually did not know what character I was playing in Star Wars until I got to London. I got a call one day and said, George needs you in London. And then I was like, all right. So I get to London. And I had no idea what I was going to do. I thought I was going to be like a stormtrooper because I told him, you put me in one of those white suits, I'll just run across screen. Nobody needs to know that but me. And then I go in this room, and there are these Jedi robes and these boots and stuff, and they're like, okay, we're going to try this costume on you. So I'm playing a Jedi, and they're like, yeah, we guess so. And then this person comes in, and she gives me like 3 little pages of sides, and I'm like, I'm reading them, and I know the name Yoda. And there's the other name on there, Mace Windu. And I'm going, who's Mace Windu? And they said, that's your character. And I go, oh. And I'm talking to Yoda? And they go, yes, you're having a conversation with Yoda. Like, okay, wow, out of sight. Now I go downstairs, and this guy comes over to me, and he's got this big briefcase, and he opens it up, and it's got like
Hey, Samuel.
8 lightsaber handles.
Stop.
And he says, okay, pick one. And
all right, if you want to hear the rest of that, I guess you're going to have to spend 99 cents. All right, let's see. 99 cents one time. Yes, it's a one time. It's not monthly. Oh, thank goodness. Yes, I don't think I'd buy it if it was that. All right. How can I make a smart lot-based parking system using Raspberry? I don't know. Daniel says, worth every penny. Ed says, has his voice buy-in. Wonder how much that cost Amazon. All righty. All right. I do not have to go back to your serious question here of all of the comments I just got, I do not have a smart lot-based parking system tutorial on my channel. I am sorry. Smart IoT-based parking system. I do not have a parking system on my channel, but if I do make one, I will let you know. Okay, yeah, but that's a great suggestion, how to make a smart IoT-based parking system using Raspberry. Do you own a parking lot? Are you trying to figure out what spaces are available, or are you just trying to figure out how far away your garage, when you back into your garage when you get home every day, are you just trying to figure out how far away you are from the wall so you don't hit the wall with your car? That would let me know. All right, so let's try another one. Hey Samuel, roast me.
I've been known for getting away with a lot of things. Right now, I wish I could get away from you.
All right. Okay, cool. So that's a little demo of the Hey Samuel app. So you're not actually changing the wake word technically. It still responds to Alexa. It's just that you now have an additional wake word. And now when you say, Hey Samuel, Samuel L. Jackson will respond. So anyway, I think that's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, okay. Is his voice available in Spanish? That's right. Hey Samuel, do you speak Spanish?
I can speak both English and Spanish. To enable this on your device, just say, Alexa, speak Spanish.
Okay. Alexa, speak Spanish.
Would you like me to be able to speak both English and Spanish?
Yes.
Okay. I now speak English and Spanish.
Okay. Hey Samuel, buenos dias.
Sam can't do skills, but I can help. Okay, here's star lanes. Okay, here's star lanes.
Alexa, stop.
Thank you for playing.
All right. So that yeah, I don't think that went the way we thought it was gonna go. But hey, I gave it a shot. All righty. Let's see. So I don't think Samuel L. Jackson speaks Spanish. Okay, at the end of the day. Okay, so like where Raspberry Pi will detect the license plate number and then send it to the database, then the gate will be opened by using a servo motor. I think you're going to need a really good servo motor to do that, or a really small gate. So no, I do not have a Raspberry Pi that will detect a license plate number. So that when the car will reach the parking lot, an ultrasonic sensor will be present. All right, yeah, that seems really advanced. Okay, I do not have a tutorial anywhere close to that on my channel. But if I do change my mind, I will let you know. But that's a great suggestion. So anyway, so if anybody has any money-making opportunities, please let me know. Thank you very much. All right, so I do need to close the show now, and I will have a show next week. I think October 1st is next week. I will be here, but I will not have a show on October 8th, Thursday, October 8th. We do this every Thursday at 3 o'clock. I am finally going on vacation for the first time in a really long time. So because of the pandemic, I haven't been on vacation. I've been doing these shows. But yes, I am going to start going on vacation starting October 8th, but I will be back next week. So join me at 3 o'clock. Or whatever time zone you're on, join me next Thursday. All right. So let's see. When the car will reach the parking lot, ultrasonic sensor will be present, which will detect if the car is present in the spot. Will send data to the database. All right. Daniel says, great show. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining today. This is the end of the Caroline Live show for today. Bye. I will see you next time.